Going to close the unproductive tax loopholes that have allowed some of the truly wealthy to avoid paying their fair share. In theory, some of those loopholes were understandable, but in practice, they sometimes made it possible for millionaires to pay nothing, while a bus driver was paying 10% of his salary, and that's crazy.
Furthermore, not a whole lot of people know this, 1 out of 4 profitable corporations pay 0 in taxes. These guys are putting their money in the Cayman Islands, Bermuda, other tax havens. So I have the radical idea that as we deal with deficit reduction, maybe we don't cut Social Security and benefits for disabled veterans and Medicare and Medicaid and education. Maybe we plug these loopholes and ask these guys to stop paying their fair share of taxes.
Social Security has nothing to do with the deficit. Social Security is totally funded by the payroll tax levied on employer and employee. If you reduce the outgo of Social Security, that money would not go into the general fund to reduce a deficit. It would go into the Social Security Trust Fund. So Social Security has nothing to do with balancing a budget or erasing or lowering the deficit.
Today, Social Security has a surplus in the trust fund of $2.76 trillion. And then we hear the argument, well, you know, we have a large deficit. Social Security is one of the causes of our deficit and our national debt, and that is absolutely inaccurate. Social Security has not contributed 1 nickel to our deficit or our national debt, because Social Security, as every worker in America knows, is independently funded through payroll tax contributions from workers.
And I do not believe in taking away the right of the citizen to own guns for sporting, for hunting and so forth, or for home defense. But I do believe that an AK-47, a machine gun, is not a sporting weapon or needed for defense of a home.
In my state of Vermont, we are a very rural state. What guns are about are hunting, target practice, antique guns, and we have a pretty low crime rate. But I do believe, obviously, that nationally, guns in Baltimore and guns in Los Angeles are very different. I have voted against the importation of assault weapons, and I understand that not every part of America is the state of Vermont.